Welcome, everybody, to Beating the Spread on the Really True Sports Network. The Really True Sports Network, as always, is powered by betting.net. Betting.net is your best bet for finding the online casino or sports book that's right for you. Make sure you check them out at betting.net and follow us at The Grilling Truth, at grilling_truth. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video on YouTube. Check out the link in the description below in that to find the best sports book, top recommended sports book for betting on the Oregon-Georgia game. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's look at this Oregon-Georgia matchup, which is an intriguing battle. It's something we saw Oregon do last year, where, once again, they were about 17-point underdogs. They went to Ohio and upset the Buckeyes. So, Oregon finished 10-4 last season. They were ranked 22nd in the country. They were 7-0 at home, but went just 3-2 on the road. All right, Georgia finished 14-1. They beat Alabama in the National Championship game. They're looking to repeat. I will tell you this, do not sleep on the Oregon Ducks. The Ducks traveling across the country to take on the defending national champion in their home state. This contest has blowout written all over it. However, do not sleep on the Ducks. Consider that the Ducks traveled to heavily favored Columbus last year to take on number 3 Ohio State and what was expected to be a blowout for the Buckeyes. But Oregon came away with a 35-28 victory. Now, the Ducks are decisive underdogs again, but they have the offensive line to give Georgia everything they can handle. In fact, many football analysts, myself included, has this as one of the best, if not the best front five that the Bulldogs will face all year. That means they would be the best front five even in the SEC. 4 of those linemen are expected to be NFL draft picks. The defensive line is very good as well. It should be able to hold their own to slow down, if not shut down, this Bulldogs rushing attack. If there is one coach out there who knows how to shut down the Georgia Bulldogs, it should be Oregon's new head coach, Dan Lanning. He spent the last 3 seasons as a defensive coordinator and linebackers coach for Georgia, building the #1 defense in the country. And he's waiting till Saturday to reveal who his starting quarterback will be. My guess is it's Bo Nix. If it's Bo Nix, he transferred from Auburn. He's played against Georgia before. So the head coach and the quarterback should be well acquainted with playing the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, the Bulldogs will be looking to repeat as national champions. However, they will have to do it without a lot of key missing pieces. The Bulldogs had 15 players selected in the 2022 NFL draft, but this team is still loaded. In fact, defensive tackle Jalen Carter would be starting in the NFL right now, as would Nolan Smith, who's a linebacker, safety Chris Smith, quarterback Kilo Ringo. They would all be probably starting defensive players in the NFL right now as well. So the cupboard is definitely not bare. And this team is going to be fine, especially when you look on offense. They returned their top receiver and quarterback, Stetson Bennett, who was a 6-year senior, threw for almost 3,000 yards and 29 touchdowns last year. Now, the Bulldogs do have a lot of holes to fill on defense, but they have the talent to do so. And the biggest difference may be the loss of Lanning. He was the team's defensive coordinator. He is replaced by Will Muschamp and Glenn Schumann, who will serve as co-defensive coordinators. To me, that is the key in betting this game. All right? You're not going to have the cohesiveness you would if Lanning was there. I'm going to take the Ducks and the points. And right now, the interesting bet to me that I'm going to think about a lot over the next 24 hours before this game is whether I want to bet the Ducks to win this game at plus 550, because I think they can win it. But for right now, for show purposes, what I'm sure about is this. Oregon will cover these 17 points. Now, given last year Georgia beat every one of their opponents by at least 17 points, except for the one game they lost, of course, to Bama, which they redeemed in the championship game. But outside of the first game of the season, which was a 10-3 victory against Clemson, I just look at this. I think the Bulldogs, with a new defensive coordinator, so many starters, are going to be sloppy early in this game. And I think 17 points is a lot to cover. Maybe Georgia pulls this game out and wins it. But, guys, I'm all day on the Oregon Ducks here. I'm actually thinking about putting a small bet on them with the plus 550 because I think they can win this game. I think they're going to surprise people. I think that either Oregon or Utah could come out and be a college football playoff team out of the Pac-12 before this year is over. So I'm going to hit hard 17 points in the Ducks. Take the Ducks and the points in this game. Make some money. All right, guys, remember, at grilling_truth. Follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on Facebook, Twitter. You know how it rolls now. But for now, I also want to bring up the fact Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, the NFL Pickup Show's back with Dan Kornhauser, Steve Risley, and myself. Make sure you are there to watch it. But for now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grilling Truth, where the legends speak.